Derek Peterson here, Goes to 11 Media. Today I'm out in Langley, British Columbia. I am at Dead Frog Brewery. Today I'm joined with Derrick Smith, owner. How are you doing, Derek?
I'm doing excellent.
Awesome. And Cole Smith, the head brewmaster, I guess.
Fantastic.
Awesome to be here with you today. This is great. Now, the question I have for you guys is, tell me about your beers, because you got some pretty amazing titles on your beers. Who's coming up with these names?
It's a bit of a collaboration between my ideas and Chris's marketing.
Yeah, it's brilliant. How long have you been in this location?
Yeah, we moved into here about 4 months ago on June 1st is when we completed the transition and started actually opening the doors. And it's a completely different vibe than the last place we had. Obviously, this is much more open and people actually get to see all the brewing equipment. It's a lot of fun in here. You'll notice there's no TVs or anything like that. We're really looking for that social environment where people can come and chat and sit on the patio. We have a fabulous south-facing patio that's been used a lot this summer and even this fall.
And so how long has Dead Frog been around?
As a company, we've been 11 years.
Okay.
So, and Cole took brew school about, 3 years ago?
Finished 3 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
And now brew school, tell us about that. What's that entail? How long does it take to go through it all?
It was a 2-year full-time course.
Okay.
A lot of knowledge and science and all the behind-the-scenes stuff that a lot of people don't get to see.
Okay.
So yeast pathways and crazy chemistry things.
A lot of hangovers too.
We don't talk about those.
It's a very interesting course because I'm sure that there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, it's not as though you're just sort of pouring whatever into the mix and giving it a go. I'm sure chemically you have to figure it all out too.
Absolutely. I mean, you can do a PhD in brewing. I
Really?
didn't, but it's possible.
PhDs in that.
Absolutely.
Wow, no, I did not know that. It's I know guys who have a PhD in drinking beer, but or a master's degree for that matter. So what is your vision for Dead Frog? Where have you come from, and where's the brand going to?
Well, we're very much a family-run business. So me and my wife started the company. Obviously, Cole's our brewmaster. My youngest son works in the kitchen along with my sister. So we're very much family ingrained. So really, it's just a matter of keeping it going the way it is right now. Like, we're super happy with our new location. It's really growing our brand. It's growing our retail sales and stuff. So right now we're just focused on making that the best possible. In the future, who knows?
Yeah. Now you mentioned your one son's working in the kitchen doing all the culinary stuff.
Yes.
What's on the menu?
We do. Our latest thing that we introduced was tacos. So we're doing street tacos, pork and chicken, and we're using all our own sauces and that kind of thing. We do our own sandwiches. We do a lot of snack boards and meat boards using locally produced products on there. We make our own mustard and our pickled onions and stuff all in-house. So we really do our best to keep it crafty. Cole's coming up with new beers all the time. At least once a month we're coming up with something new. You know, like our fall release, our red rum this year has just been going over so well. People are so excited about it. Then we did this Warhead Imperial Sour. It's just kind of something, there's not much of that kind of beer out there. Yep. And we basically sold out of bottles almost already, and it's really? on draft now in our tasting room.
Now, the red rum, the name just killed me when I saw it. Obviously, we're a little bit of a play with The Shining, right?
Absolutely.
The murder. That's too funny. The packaging looks great. We'll find out the taste here in a little bit. I'm really excited about that. It sounds spectacular. Is this a seasonal one for you guys?
Yeah. So that's our winter seasonal.
The winter seasonal. Okay. So
one of them. One of.
This the Warhead. That obviously takes me back to being a kid and those candies.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that was the goal.
Yeah, guys, we're going to line up some different flavors here to show you, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we've got a flight of beers here, and this is just 4 of the samplings that they have on tap right now. Derek, what do we have? The first one here.
The first one we've got going on here is our seasonal red rum. So Cole's really good at explaining what that one's all about.
All right, Cole.
So it's a red ale with cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, some really nice spices on it, and it's well oaked. So it's got some good solid rummy oak flavors.
Okay, all right,
It's very aromatic and very flavorful.
Is it? Okay. Smells good. Oh wow! You know what? When you first take a drink of it, you get the beer and the hops and the regular beer flavor, but if you just give it a second, you hit those notes you can kind of smell / taste them of the spice and whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I like that.
We always talk about how it's not fair to just have one sip of a beer. You get people that go, oh, I don't like that type of beer, and they only take one little sip. Really, you gotta give it a chance. You know, 2 or 3 good sips out of there just to kind of balance it out in your palate to start with before you really figure out what the beer's about.
That is really good.
Thank you.
That is, you know what? It's not like what I was expecting. I don't know what I expected, but actually, that is a really tasty beer. I like that one. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, what are we going to next?
So that is the Warhead Imperial Kettle Sour. So it's big, it's 9%, it's blackberry, it's super sour, it's one of those smacky in the face.
I'm gonna keep my head
hopefully
in.
like sour beers kind of beer.
All right. Okay, let's give that a go. Okay, there's definitely like is it a citrus or what is that I'm smelling? Like there's
That's the blackberry.
blackberry. You can smell something in there.
There's hints of lemon in there too from just the kettle souring too. You get a bit of a citrusy kind of aroma from it too.
All right, here we go, guys. Yep, that's got some pucker power to it. But it's good though. Like it's not. How do I describe it? I've had different sour beers and that before. This one it's complex though because it hits you with the beer flavor, but then all of a sudden it's more of an aftertaste with the sour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I find with a beer that's that sour, it takes a couple of good sips to really acclimate your palate to the sourness, and then once you've done that, then a lot of the other flavor does come through. The blackberry and the bit of lemoniness really shines.
This is one of our most sour beers that we do. Like during the summertime, we did a blueberry blast and a raspberry blast and a lemon drop. Those were more sessionable. They were definitely on the sour side, and you could sit and drink 2 or 3 or 4 pints of that with no problem. A beer like this, it's got some horsepower to it.
Yeah,
most people are probably having one.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It's not a beer that you would, as you say, it's not like a Corona or something like that, right? This is more like, hey, we're going to go with something flavorful versus just something that's going to cool me down on a hot day, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So wow, that's impressive. All right, next one.
So that's the Green Magic IPA.
Okay.
So I went for it's a nice light-bodied IPA with a medium bitterness, so it's very sessionable, and heavy dry hops, so very big citrus aromas and very big citrus flavor from the hops, with not a huge amount of bitterness. You can sit down and have 3 or 4 or 5 of them and not wreck your palate.
Okay, now here's a question for you. We hear the name IPA all the time.
Yes.
What does that mean? Because somebody out there who's not a beer person, beer aficionado, what is IPA? What does that mean?
So an IPA is a beer that is higher on the hop scale, if you want to call it that, than most of your, like higher than a pale ale. So it'll be a little bit more bitterness, a little bit more hop flavor, hopefully a whole bunch more aroma.
Okay.
A little higher alcohol too.
Is it so? What
pale ales?
Percentage?
We're about
So
6.
that's 6%.
6%. Okay. Okay. Now I'm trying to figure out what note that is there, because again, like these are so dynamically different, right? And they're delicious. But I'm trying to figure out what that note is in there.
It's tough going from a
sour.
imperial sour to an IPA.
It's really good.
Thank you.
It's really good. But I'm trying to. There's a flavor in there that I'm trying to pinpoint, but I can't.
It could be a citrusy flavor, or you could be getting a little bit of like piney, hoppy flavor from it also too.
There you go.
Yeah.
That makes sense, because it's something. It's not a regular beer. Like I mean, if I was to drink a beer, typically I'd probably grab a Stella, right? So this is a little bit different than that. Really good flavor. It's got a good body to it too.
Yeah,
that's good.
Thank you.
What do we got here?
So that is the Winter Miracle. So that is it's a chocolate hazelnut winter warmer.
Oh wow, percentage?
8.
All right.
that's where the warmer part comes.
It's like a good old Scotch, right?
Exactly.
But now it almost smells. Is there coffee or something?
No, that's a coffee flavor from the dark malt that are in there.
Wow. Yeah. You can really smell that. Look, I'm a Starbucks guy, right? Tim Hortons, I love you too. But that's awesome. Okay, that's it. Not that these aren't sophisticated, but this one tastes a little more sophisticated as far as the levels of the different notes coming through.
Yeah, there's a lot more depth
Yeah.
going on in that.
A lot more, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you get it right from the bottom up. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I
The
don't-
malts play a big role in that. So the different styles of malts give you all those different flavors, along with the added stuff that Cole adds into it. Plus the hop flavors and aroma come also. So there's many more layers available in there.
It smells incredible. Like the smell coming off of this, it almost makes you like a coffee with like an alcohol put into it. You know that smell?
Yeah, almost Nutella-esque with the hazelnut.
Yeah. There you go.
We do another great beer that's not released yet, our peanut butter stout. So that's another super flavorful peanut butter stout. Between Winter Miracle and Peanut Butter Stout, those are our two biggest seasonal beers that we do. People hunt us down all year long to get some of the peanut butter stout.
You just got to put a little chocolate in there, and you got a Reese.
It is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very heavy chocolate malt base, so you get the really nice chocolatey flavors with the peanut butter texture and aroma on top of
Wow.
it. Yeah, it's fantastic.
And when does that come out?
Soon, about 2 or 3 more weeks.
Oh, I'm here too soon.
Oh, man.
I guess we'll have to come back.
It's a problem.
It's a problem, right? Amazing.
world problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
First world problems, exactly. Guys, the flavors are amazing. A lot of depth to each one of these beers. They're all different in flavor, and that's only what is that? A quarter of what you have for flavors.
Yep.
So we're going to line some up and get some shots of them for you, let you see sort of the other different flavors. Are they listed all on your website?
Yeah,
you guys?
absolutely.
Okay. And then do you guys have an online store?
No, not an online store. You pretty much have to come here to get all of our product, or obviously government liquor stores, LRSs, pubs.
Okay, so they are available in the stores.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Okay, guys, we're going to do our tour now. We're going to go check out the magic behind us, how they make all this stuff, and we're going to line up some other beers to show you. So we'll be back to you soon. So here's the peanut butter one. The aroma is amazing off of this. And when is this going to be ready for sale?
So that's being released end of October.
End of October. Wow. Cheers. Yeah, that's got great flavor. I mean, it already has almost like a bit of a fizz to it already.
Yeah, it'll while it ferments, the yeast creates CO2, so it does create a little bit of carbonation inside. But most of that carbonation comes from forced carboning in the right tank.
Wow, once you do that, it'll be spectacular. Wow, good job.
Pretty excited about it this year.
Yeah, you got to come in and try it out, guys.